That would hold up for the Astros in a 2-1 win. We are underway with Lance delivering a first pitch up and away, 1-0. Got him! Lance McCullers starts the day with a strikeout of showtime for the first out of the game. On a day after he pitches as a hitter is now 0 for 11 with 6 strikeouts. This one a little tapper dribbling up the line. Lance will underhand it to Christian Walker on the fair ball. He'll get Freddie Freeman on one pitch for the second out of the inning. Try to hold up. That is a swing to end the inning. Lance with a couple of strikeouts sandwiched around a little tapper up the first baseline. Bryce Matthews leading off, playing second base today for the Astros as he takes a pitch off the plate from Tyler Glasnow. Glasnow has been outstanding in 20. He's added a knuckle curve to his regular curve, and Bryce drills one to left, and the Astros on the board first. 3 pitches in, Bryce Matthews with his first leadoff home run of his career, and the Astros out in front 1-0.
Bryce is right. What a big swing to get this game started. Now Tuve not starting, Correa injured, and Bryce, the young man stepping into that spotlight, takes advantage of a sinker down and in and hits a rocket into those Crawford boxes. Nice start.
First Astros leadoff home run since Jeremy Pena last season. So Bryce Matthews stepping in and delivering a home run. That'll be a strike called third on Yordan Alvarez with the breaking ball. First strikeout for Glasnow, number 1,000 of his career.
Back to that swing, two-seamer down and in on the UTMB Anderson strike zone, and he just drops the barrel on this one. It's a nice firm line drive into the seats. Came off the bat at 104.9, 366-foot line drive.
And he'll look at a called third strike. Glasnow freezes him with the fastball. Back-to-back called thirds for Tyler. Starters against them in the series. On the ground, a couple of hops. Max Muncy makes the play across, and that'll do it for the Astros. But they start quickly on the defeated Jesuit last year when Tucker went 2 for 3 against Lance, including a home run. This one hits the bag and is going to be down the line for a hit. Tucker heading to second. Cam will have a shot at him, and his throw will be not in time. Close play. Cam put it on the money, and the tag just a hair late for a double for Kyle Tucker, his 8th double of the year. Got him. Lance with his 3rd strikeout as he gets Muncy for the first out of the inning. Andy Pages sends one to right. Cam Smith comes in and makes the catch. Pages retired for the second out of the inning. Chopper off the plate. Paredes is going to have to hustle. Bare hand throw, not quite in time. Tough play for Isak. He had to deal with Tucker running and then tried to bare hand the play. That gets away from Salazar. Tucker's going to score, and the wild pitch ties the game at 1. The year. And he hits the ball deep to right field, but not deep enough as Cam Smith is back there and makes the play for the final out of the inning. Couple of hits, a wild pitch scoring a run. We're tied at 1.
Okay.
Yeah, Julie, we have a development going on the mound right now. Tyler Glasnow in the middle of his warm-up tosses. Dave Roberts coming out with a member of the training staff here. And out also comes the Dodgers pitching coach. This is terrible news for the Dodgers. They have had the same 6 starters going the entire season. Cam wants a challenge on this one. Cam was very good in challenges in Boston.
This was called a strike, the batter challenge.
Cam went 3 for 3 in his challenges in Boston, improving his season mark to 5 for 10.
The coach confirmed Houston has 1 challenge remaining.
That ball hit sharply, but speared by Freeland. Cam hit it hard, but he's out number 1.
Agree with you because Isak knows the zone so well.
I think he'll definitely be top 10. This one in play. Hits near the bag, but misses the bag as Freeman steps on first ahead of Zach Cole for the second out. Checks his swing on a ground ball to the right side, and Freeman will take it himself. So Jack Dreyer out of the pen. Picks up a 1-2-3 second inning. Or Jason Alexander last year. Maybe it's Peter Lambert this year. Freeland is going to get on base for a 7th time in this series. Back to the dugout after Lance said he was fine, and this ball hooked past Christian Walker down the right field line. That is going to head to the corner. Freeland heading to third. He will be held up there. Dodgers have second and third with nobody out.
Some swing and miss.
Salazar, the ball's right there. Lance tries to make the play at the plate, but Freeland's safe. Second run scoring on a wild pitch today as that ball bounced away and Salazar located it just a hair late. Scoring wild pitches. And now it's 1-2 on Freeman. That one gets by, and here comes Shohei. The ball's not far from home plate, but Salazar couldn't go after it. And now it's 3-1 on 3 run-scoring wild pitches.
Is bizarre.
Not sure I've seen too many of these where it's 3-1, where a team scored all their runs on wild pitches.
Yeah.
Now a walk, second walk of the inning. Now Teoscar Hernandez, the batter. He sends one high in the air to right field. Cam Smith under it. And that'll be the first out of the inning. Couldn't quite get that curveball on the edge. That'll be the third walk of the inning. And it's first and second for the Dodgers. Call, third strike. He got him on the outside corner. Muncie's going to challenge the call by Dan Merzel.
This was for a strike. Los Angeles challenging.
It's either bases loaded, 1 out, or first and second, 2 outs. Dodgers challenge. ABS powered by T-Mobile.
Los Angeles has 1 challenge remaining.
That's a big strikeout for Lance, picking up strikeout number 4. That's drilled. That is gone. No doubter to left field. Andy Pages having himself a season, driving in his 28th, 29th, and 30th runs of the year. And the Dodgers with a big 6-1 lead now with a 5-run third.
A crucial moment early in this game here in the top of the third, and Pages won. They've been pounding him inside with sinkers this whole series, and he finally leaked out on one and got it.
Joe Espada going to his bullpen here. Jason Alexander will be on to take over in the third as Lance McCullers leaves after 2 2/3 innings. Ground ball to the right side. Christian Walker will take it himself. Rushing flips the bat down in frustration on his way to the bag for the final out of the inning.
Wait, is it though?
Oh, look at him.
Do it, Shoe.
Wiley, East Wiley High School. Or Wiley East High School, I should say, in Wiley, Texas, with a base hit down the left field line. I go against the White Sox tonight. This ball hit to right, and coming to his right is Kyle Tucker, familiar territory for Tuck, to put it away for the first out. And Bryce down on strikes here. First strikeout for Dreyer in the second out of the inning. Dodgers are also pitching to an off day. They don't play tomorrow, so they can use pretty much everybody in their pen as Jordan hits the ball hard, but a nice play by Freeland staying with that for the final out of the inning. Leadoff hit by Shoemaker. All right, thank you for those updates. Always good to see JP3 out there as Jason Alexander strikes out Ha-Seong Kim with a changeup for his first strikeout.
Everything changed. He said he felt it. He knew it was bad. Didn't expect, though, to hear the news that it was a complete tear and he would need surgery. Of course, he's going to continue to get some opinions. He's not having.
Shohei. Just missed the outside corner, and that'll be a walk. Shohei somehow laid off for his. There goes Shohei. The pitch is down. The throw by Salazar is not quite in time. Pretty good throw by Cesar. But Shohei picks up his 5th steal of the year. For Jeremy Pena, this ball looped, and it will be a fair ball to score a run into the corner. Shohei's stolen base proves to be large as Freddie Freeman doubles him home, and the Dodgers now lead this game 7-1. Gets him here with the fastball to end the inning. 3 strikeouts for Jason Alexander in the 4th, but the Dodgers add to their lead. And there's a line drive base hit. Isak, who has been hitting a lot better here in the last 2 weeks plus, with a base hit to start the 4th. 8 pitches as hard as 102 this year. This ball grounded to 3rd. Muncy goes to 2nd for a 1, and the Dodgers go around the horn for a double play on Walker. Hunter does not like grounding up. And that one was nasty. This 102 up, followed by a slider that froze Cam. That's a 1-2-3 inning action season on that existing contract with the Cubs. Astros moving him in a 3-for-1 deal, and Jason Alexander with 4 strikeouts for the last 4 outs he's picked up. And they're 2 2/3 today. This ball hit into center, and that'll drop in front of Zach Cole for a base hit. Well, Max Muncy is a 1-out base runner with his first hit of the day and his first hit of the series. And he drills this. Pages has done it again. 5 RBIs today, 32 runs batted in on the year. And Andy Pages continues in the bottom of that order for the Dodgers to produce in 2026. It's now 9-1.
It was a very similar pitch to the pitch that he hit out off of Lance McCullers. You're going to see this 2-seamer inside, and Pages just pulls the hands in and rakes it into the seats. Almost the same velocity and the same location.
Slowly hit past Alexander. Tough play Paredes. In fact, he won't even attempt to make a play. Dalton Rushing has his 2nd infield hit of the game. Whitcomb, he was on the roster Monday pregame and embraced Ha-Seong Kim, one of his teammates in Korea, for the WBC. And then Shea, as the day would progress, was then ground ball right side. Walker will go to 2nd. Shu makes return throw, not in time. They get the force out on Ha-Seong Kim. Freeland reaches on the fielder's choice.
3-1. Maybe get Ohtani out front.
Cutter that he slices into left center for a base hit. In to score is Rushing. And the Dodgers now with double figures in this game. It's 10-1. Now it's 3-0 on Freddie. And that is down ball 4. Pitch count starting to mount here in this inning on Alexander. That series around the 4th of July. Alexander picks up a strikeout here of Teoscar to end the inning. But the Dodgers tack on 3 more. It's now 10-1. Ball popped high in the air, shallow left field. New left fielder is Alex Call. He will call off Ha-Seong Kim. And that's the first out of the inning. New left fielder for the Dodgers is Call.
Tapped out.
Might be. Broke his bat. Look out. Ha-Seong Kim had to avoid the barrel of the bat. His throw is wide, but Freddie Freeman stays on the bag. Kim, White Sox, on the very first pitch he saw in his White Sox career. Has a single today, but this one is popped up on the infield. New third baseman Santiago Espinal makes the call and the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. Multi-run home run, a 2-run shot, and then an RBI single by Shohei. Tucker continues to do damage against his former team, on base for the 3rd time today. In his last 5 games, he's now 10 for 20. That one's hit high in the air to shallow center. Coming in on it, Zach Cole. 1 away. It's here with a runner on and 1 out. That one's popped up Christian Walker drifts into foul territory. 2 away. Against the two-time defending champions, a lot of people feel is the best in baseball. The Astros playing a quick 3-game homestand against LA. Caught in the air by Bryce Matthews. Rushing is out for the final out. Perez stays in the game. And then beyond that, it'll be Nick Allen's spot. Cesar making a bid the other way, but a nice play by Espinal. His throw picked by Freddie Freeman, who holds on to the bag. Good play all the way around for the first out. Bryce down on strikes. Bird picks up his first strikeout, 2 outs in the inning. That's just his MO. He goes to AAA and rakes. Strikes out here for the final out of the inning. Kyle Hurt with a 1-2-3-6. We head to the 7th, 10-1 Dodgers.
The team that has nothing to lose. Got a bunch of young grinders out there getting after it.
Ball hit pretty well to left center. DeZenzo will play it off that weird spot in the corner. Kind of pinballs around out there, and that's going to allow Ha-Seong Kim to get to third. The ball was rattling. Daniel De Los Santos back up. There's a line drive base hit. Alex Freeland continues to get on base. His 4th hit of the series to go along with 4 walks. And another RBI for Freeland. It's now 11-1 Dodgers. Chopped slowly towards second. Bryce Matthews will flip it. Kind of got caught in his glove momentarily, but he gets the force out there on Freeland for the first out of the inning. Towards second, Bryce Matthews scoops it up nicely, and he'll turn a double play. Bryce with a good play defensively to get through the 7th inning. Dodgers add 1 more. It's now 11-1. Did what he could to save the bullpen today. He goes 4 1/3 innings and throws 88 pitches. Ball on the ground for the first out of the inning. Really playing that great this year. But Seattle in for 4, and then Texas in for 3 beyond that as Walker grounds one through the middle for a base hit. Astros have their 4th hit of the day. Carlos Correa for a while. Cam hits it pretty well to center field. Back on it goes Pages. Still going back, and why not? He's done everything else tonight. Why not make a great leaping catch to rob Cam Smith of an RBI double or more? Now, Cam still has a lot of strikeouts on the year, but his contact lately, he has been. That ball's hit hard. Zach Cole's going to have a potential for an RBI as Christian Walker took second base. And now Cole diving back into first as Walker crosses the plate. So that fielder's indifference advancement by Walker plates a run for the Astros. It's now an 11-2 game on the RBI by Cole, his 2nd since short.
By winning those games.
On the ground to second, Alex Freeland will make the play on DeCenzo for the final out of the inning. Astros got a run here. It's 11-2.
But getting an opportunity here in the top of the 8th inning. Last pitched on May 3rd.
Bryce Matthews charges to make the play. On the ground, Matthews makes another play. He's made the last 4 plays for the Astros, and there's 2 away in the inning. 3-city road trip, 2nd longest trip of the year for the Astros. This one on the ground. Braden Shoemake is there. Nice play by Walker on the other side, and the inning. Good inning for Daniel De Los Santos. 1-2-3 inning all the way through last night's game. Eventually losing 2-1, and today a big lead. This is another situation where you don't see Scott very often in a 9-run game. He gets a ground out here for the first out of the 8th. Last year. Now his first game in 26. Sends this one towards the middle, but positioned perfectly as Ha-Seong Kim. That'll be 2 quick outs for Scott here in the 8th. Hometown through and through. First ever Astros Youth Academy player in the big leagues. A local guy, went to Atascocita High and had his number 3 retired this past offseason. Just got to get the home numbers going. The 2 home runs are solid, but the rest of the...
Salazar started the game behind the plate, now working from the other side of it.
That's going to be home run number 3 for Andy Pages as he delivers one more into the Crawford boxes. A career game for Pages. 3 home runs and 6 RBIs.
He's having a Jordan-esque type of day, as the Cuban has 3 home runs in this game. It's a first earned run given up by Cesar.
New catcher is Christian Vasquez. He'll have a play here on a pop-up behind the plate. Vasquez had to come in. Salazar last pitched for the Astros May 29th of last year. He was the last position player for Houston to pitch, as Nick Allen catches this pop-up.
That slider.
Ground ball left side, 2 hops. Braden Shoemake makes the play. Nice bounce back from Sally after the home run by Pajes, who's having himself a career day. It is 12-2. The Astros will be done with this game, and the Reds will still have 2 more games in between taking on the Astros beginning on Friday night. Should be a lefty Nick Lodolo on the mound for the Reds in that game against Mike Burrows. We'll let you know. Nick Allen on the ground to third. There's 2 outs here in the 9th. Steve Sparks will fill in for us on the TV side for the next 3 games against the A's in Sacramento. And today is their largest margin in a loss as the Dodgers win the series with a 12-2 victory here on a Wednesday afternoon at Daikin Park. The Astros will enjoy the off day tomorrow and then get ready for the Cincinnati Reds. The Astros postgame show presented by Whataburger will feature Kevin Eschenfelder and Brian Bogusevic. Julia Morales helping out in the clubhouse with interviews afterwards. 12-2 the final. Postgame show next.